Hey everyone, let's take a look at a pretty cool little semi-vintage Citizen watch from the 90s. A while back I made a collection video on a whole bunch of older ProMasters that I had, but I hadn't yet acquired this one, and it's actually in surprisingly good condition, and it's a pretty cool, fun little watch. It is not eco-drive, even though it's a Citizen, so, you know, nowadays Citizens, only their really budget watch, like $50 watches, are standard quartz. They're pretty much all eco-drive, everything in the United States. Around the world they have plenty of automatics, although they brought a bunch to the United States. But by the in the mid-90s that wasn't the case. They had a much larger mix of standard quartz and automatics. So I have it here on a single pass Maritac with titanium hardware. Oh, come on. No. Pretty cool. I really like this strap. It's an RAF strap. It's one where the keeper is fabric. These are fantastic straps to use. In honor of the occasion, I have another titanium Citizen diver. This is the reissue of the 1982 1300 meter. I will be making a video on this at some point, but you would have to be subscribed in order to see that. A really cool, really weird, beautifully ugly watch. But this video is about, I guess, its predecessor. I mean, not at all its immediate one, but a different titanium Citizen quartz diver. This is solar, but this is battery quartz. Yeah, so firstly, what is it? So you can tell it's for professional use, or some degree of professional use. Whenever you see one of these like rainbows on it, it's supposed to be marked when there's a battery change, so you just have to look at it. Because consider if you're a diver in the 90s and you're going to get into the water wearing this. There's no battery check function. It doesn't double tick when it's low on power. It's not solar, where you know you can give it a full charge and you see when it's degrading. One day it's just going to stop. So being able to mark on the watch, hey, this is when it was maintained, and you know the battery is 2 or 3 years or whatever, it helps you plan. So actually, according to this, the arch here starts at 94. So yeah, my intuition was right. This is a mid-90s watch. Actually, I may have known that and forgot that I learned that from here, and I just retained the date. That's a very likely possibility. So their expectation was that you would give this watch 2 or 3 battery changes over its life from the mid-90s into the mid-aughts. It is a 4767 movement. There's actually a whole bunch of watches that use that movement. That's the first number. The second part is 472128, and then there's a TA. The number beneath it's serial number. Come on, stop. Yeah, and you also say GN-4-S. The number of people that try to sell their Citizen as a GN-4-S is crazy. Like every Citizen has that for whatever reason. I don't know what it means, or something that looks very similar, but you'll find a lot of those watches for sale. That is not a model number. So this is a 4767-472128. The first bit is the movement, just kind of a standard quartz movement. This one is pretty good on the marks. That's pretty good. Oh, I can't make it dark in here, but I can put on my UV light so we can at least radiate out. Wow. It looks even better in person. It looks really shiny, like bright blue, really cool. You have the pip there at 12, and the other indices glow nicely. There's actually a glowing bit of indus at 3 o'clock. A lot of watches omit that. The second hand has a triangle on it. Pretty cool. Man, that's a nice watch. It's listed as a 300-meter watch, which tells you that it's professional. Let's see, screw down crown. And let's get that out of the way here. We have the ProMaster insignia there right beneath the Citizen logo. We have this cool little window border around the date window, and because it's not solar, the date window isn't set too deep. like a lot of solar watches. That's kind of embedded deep in there. Let's see what else is the actual click action, and that is perfect. That is perfect for a 25-year-old watch. I don't know what sort of fate this watch had, but I don't think it, despite being a professional dive watch, I don't think it actually ever made it in the hand of a professional diver. One other thing I really like is the second hand. Notice how the part protruding out is painted white. It's not silver, so it's very visible. And the balance, or the counter to it, is actually painted black. So that really does aid in visibility. So it's I wore this for a while on this strap, and yeah, I really dig it. I like its size. Let's see, let's get that. So we're 40 mils. That's, I think, perfect for a diver. That would have been considered a little bit, well, 40 mil in the mid-90s was larger than a 40 mil watch today. It was kind of small for a lot of watches today. And we got 43 lug to lug, and thickness 11. So that's a pretty compact watch. Yeah, a great package, and I like finding these oddballs and making simple little videos on them. This one's condition is pretty nice, just some stains and scuffs on it. I don't know where it's been, but I don't think it, yeah, there's not a single scratch on that display. Really cool. I don't know what the strap would have originally been. I'm guessing it wasn't on a bracelet. I've never seen these ProMasters come on a titanium bracelet. It would have come on, that's what I keep on doing. I keep on putting it over to the side, thinking that's where the camera is, but it's not, so it's going to focus on the middle. All right, lesson learned for next time. Let's put it on, and I think that'll be that. Not much else to say about it. It's a watch that tells time. I really like these RAF straps. Even easier, like they don't sit off the wrist as much as like a NATO because there's just one layer there. I think RAF is Royal Air Force. Does the Royal Air Force use these exclusively? I don't know. And there we go. 7.5-inch wrist. A fun little mid-90s ProMaster made out of titanium. Wait, it is 200 meter. I lied. Before I said it was 300. I could have sworn, well, you know, the hands were down there, and I think they were just getting in my way. 200 meter, plenty fine enough. Really nice, clicky bezel. Screw down crown. And I've looked for others of these, and they don't really, they don't pop up very much. I forget what I paid for this. You know, I find like job lots and collections of watches. But I think I scored a pretty good deal there. A nice little tangent side piece of Citizen watch history. All right. So if you like this watch and you like Citizens, Casios, and Seikos, mostly Japanese watches, mostly quartz watches, including like GPS watches I'm going to make some videos on. But I do have a dozen automatic watches that I want to kind of make videos on. So subscribe if you want to see this and more fun, oddball, random Japanese, somewhat vintage, some new watches. This is just a little hobby in my free time. All right, there we go. That's enough of that. All right, thank you.